have a new song from last show. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Sonia Javette. It is a whopping 63 degrees outside today here in Austin, Texas. And it's kind of cold, kind of not cold. Miss Lucy don't want to go outside in the wet. So I have to pay attention to what's happening right there. All right. My special guest today is, let me say it right because I don't want to say it wrong. Let me say it right because I don't want to say it wrong. Her name is, I called her the King Honey, but it's Dasmine. And I was like, all right, friend, here she comes. Let me pull this up this other screen. Bip bada bing, shrink, go. Yes. I'm going to bring her into view here. I can do it. Pushing all the buttons. Someday I'm going to have help. Someday. How you doing, sister?
Doing great. How are you?
There we go. Making sure the audience was there. Yes. I am blessed. I'm still here.
Amen.
Every day, all day. All right. So did I get your bio? I didn't pull it up. That's me, y'all. Y'all know how I am. I do the best I can do until I get all the things right.
We appreciate you doing this.
It's super fun. You should see all the buttons I'm pushing. There's 4 screens. I even got a foot switch to turn pages, but I haven't learned how to use it yet. I'm learning. Let me put our banner up here. Bing. There you go. So Dasmine. Yes.
Yeah.
There we go. Dasmine and I met at a we'll call it a conference meeting at an hour away from Austin at the Fisher Studios, right? Is that what it's
Yep.
called? Man, that place was I was like, I could stay in here all long as I can be allowed to stay. Super amazing facility. I was like, oh, toys. Look at her. What was your favorite part about being out there?
Just seeing that facility, like everything was perfect. It felt like the entire facility was well thought out from the outside part to the where they had the panel discussions. Obviously, the recording studios were phenomenal. The sound, the gear, everything was just top tier.
I agree with that 100%. I was like, this place is fat. I have a last really large studio. I think it was in Dallas, Texas. But I have not been in a condensed version of a studio like that. So it was really neat. I'm looking for my questions while I'm sitting here doing this, so I can ask you fun questions. I know. Here's my favorite question I always ask: if you had superpower, what would it be?
Ooh, superpowers. I think time travel. I think so. Is that a superpower?
Mm, yes, for us at this time, it is.
I would think I would time travel.
Would you forwards or backwards?
Both. I think I would like go back and talk to people like Whitney Houston or Jimi Hendrix and
Jimmy,
soak up some of that knowledge and that energy,
for
and then
real.
come back and maybe go forward and see. I don't know if I would want to see the future though. I think that may taint whatever.
Yeah, I can see that one. Yes, definitely going back and talking to the
Yeah.
ancestors. Be like, okay, what do we do now?
Right.
What are we doing? How do
What
we
went
do
wrong
this?
here? What's going on? Is this worth it?
Gotta keep going. All right. So from our questions, are you reading anything in particular, Dasmine?
I actually recently started what's the name of it? The Art of Persuasion,
Hmm.
I think. I
Who's
think
that
that's the
by?
name of it. Let me see. I'm listening to it on Audible
Nice.
because I feel like this reading takes more time and I can do that like while I'm getting ready for the day or driving. The Art of Seduction is what I'm reading. And that's by Robert Greene.
What the word seduction? I'm like, who? What are you Is that right? What?
Seducing. So
Yeah,
it talks
seducing. There you
about
go. Thank you.
seduction, beyond like a sexual or intimate manner, but just like in networking or conversation or just meeting people in general. And
Mhm.
I just started, so I'm still like chapter one, like the end of chapter one, but it talks about never turning it off. So it's an interesting take. They kind of like dive right into how a lot of people see it as this bad thing, but it can be really great. So I don't know. Someone recommended it to me. I have a list of recommendations. So this one I'm knocking out this month.
Hmm. I I'm gonna have to look it up because I need to
Yeah.
see what that is.
It's
The
interesting. Very
do you
interesting already.
manifest controlling your directing your manifestation. Are you Here we go. I have questions. Okay. The instrument in the back. How long have you been playing your instrument, and what is it? Is it bass or guitar? I can't tell.
This is an electric guitar. I've been playing electric guitar for mm, 6 years now. Maybe like three and a half of those seriously, though. So my primary instrument is drums. I started as a drummer in church, Black Baptist Southern Church drummer.
Yes.
Yeah, rowdy drummer. And got interested in guitar. I just really enjoyed how freely people could move around the stage with it
Hmm. Hmm.
versus being kind of stationary on drums. And then, of course, like songwriting. I love guitar for songwriting as well.
Spectacular. That means she's multifaceted instrumentalist so far, is what we have learned. What? Okay. If you didn't have to sleep, what would you do with your extra time?
Write more songs. Write more songs. That's what I do when I don't sleep. And become better at guitar. I practice, play.
Do songs come to you in your sleep?
Sometimes yes, and I thought it was the weirdest thing. But yeah, they do. So I have like my voice memos are full because sometimes I don't wake fully up, but I don't want to forget it because I've tried the whole like I'll try to remember when I wake up and it never works out that way. And so I'll wake up and like do a voice memo and come back to it.
During the pandemic, a lot of songs came to me and they were fully orchestrated pieces. And I was like, I can't copy that. Even if I wanted, I couldn't even go la 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 because it was fully orchestrated. And when I woke up, it always sounded like
It's never as beautiful as the message that you get.
yes.
Never.
It made me giggle. I was like, thank you for the song so much, but you're gonna have to do a little bit when I'm awake because I can't.
Please.
This, this
I
is
feel
coach.
that.
Made me giggle a lot. I was like, well, that's gonna be a good song when it comes out.
When whoever finishes it.
when you whenever you do it. Okay, let's talk about one of the reasons why King Honey uh wanted to talk to her was because the table that we sat at was a group of people that all joined together, and it was people with hats on. So it was
Hat
funny. I was
crew.
like, look here, we got a hat crew going on. So let me ask you about the hat. Where did you
Okay.
why what you wear why who hats for you? How come?
So I feel like I really dove into hats when I started growing my locks, and I was just trying to figure out what to do. You know that starter phase where they're not locks yet, but you can't take it down to look different. And so I
Hmm.
was just trying to spruce it up. I got into hats and like scarves, bandanas, and I still do wear a lot of like trucker hats too. But performance wise, I just feel like these add a little more pizzazz to
Yeah.
the outfit. Fit the aesthetic for stage, and I like these, and I'm short. I'm like 5'2.5", so I feel like this give me another like inch of
I must have been sitting down every time I met you. I don't think I
Yeah,
recognized you were short.
it's the hat. It's because I wear this hat.
Nice. I love hats. I have, I want to say about 50 hats. And recently I
Ooh,
got into this style. These are fedoras. and
Yeah.
they are the brim is wider, so that stature that you like is with
Yeah.
this. So I love these hats, and I've started doing my own little decorations with them. So I'll make you a hat. You tell me what color you want. A black one.
Yes.
We'll get it.
Ooh.
Ooh, and I've got some that are shiny, bling bling.
I
They're so
love it. I
pretty.
want all the razzle dazzle.
Tell me what color hat,
Um,
and we'll work on it. But
okay. Let me
I
think
love
of let me see
hats.
what I need.
I need to get a hat vendor, hat sponsor, because I don't want to sit here and
Yeah.
make hats. I don't want to do that. But I will like
The
go.
hat
That's my hat
manufacturer.
brand. Yes, like give me that.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you what? Okay. What do you eat stuff? Do you eat before you perform, or you wait till after? I know. These are my
Um,
questions.
do you eat stuff was funny.
Thank
Eventually
you.
I eat stuff. Um, I do I try not to eat like too close, but if I eat before a show, I try to eat something light, like salad, salmon. But after, yes, I
I
will
forgot to tell you to have
indulge.
water by you. I forgot to tell you to have water. Okay, salad, good. Yeah, nice. I can't eat any really like an hour before because it all gets in my and I'll be going at you when I'm. That's not right.
I
So,
can't eat
but
heavy stuff though. I'll be sleepy up there.
and gassy. And your bandmates will be like, what did
I
she
hate me.
have? We hate
Right.
you, right? Let me show this next vid. Let me show another shine from this lovely person is that she is recently been you tell him. I'm excited for you. You tell him.
Recently
Tell him.
nominated for 2 Emmys. So 2 Emmy nominations for this song. I'm assuming you're about to play it.
Hmm. I'm gonna pull it up here. Hopefully it won't start playing. Oh, perfect. Okay, cool. This is to meet people that are following their dreams and doing more than what's in their what's standard realm is always beautiful and wonderful for me to see and share with others. So here we go. We're gonna add it to the stream. There we go. Do you want to preference it? Like you want to tell them what's in it or
Yes. So
okay.
this song is a Rise and Shine theme song. Rise and Shine is a educational kids television show on PBS, Arkansas PBS, that I composed and co-wrote with Cable and Bree Boyce, who is another bandmate of mine, phenomenal songwriter, phenomenal vocalist. Rise and Shine theme song.
Excellent. Here we go. And the crowd says, "Rah."
Mm.
And we bring this out and we push play.
It is time to rise and shine. It's a great day to learn and build and grow. More ways to show up what we know. Let's show 'em science.
Haha. And the crowd says, beautiful. Now it's stuck in my head.
That mean we did it right.
You did it right. What did they give you the lyric content that they wanted for the song, or did,
Um,
did y'all create it just because it's fun?
they told us an overview of what the show would be about, that it was educational and it was like gonna play early in the morning, so they wanted something that would wake kids up. And so from there we just went with it. So Brie and I both have an educational background. She taught much longer than I did, but we were familiar with students and kids and things that may resonate, and she was really great about including like what curriculum words teachers would relate to as well. and the instrumentation. I had produced that for a song that we actually have called "Let's Dance" on one of our previous albums. And so the people at PBS love that song and the feel of it. So we kind of just revamped that a bit and wrote "Rise and Shine," the theme song, to what they needed. And they checked it. They had their educational experts check the lyrics to make sure they were accurate and everything that we said. And they loved it.
Brilliant. Brilliant. It's the bass line in it made me go, hey, I want to move with this song.
Yeah, it's a little funky.
So you did what, because I've only seen clips of the Snoop Dogg song, and I was like, what? Snoop Dogg did what? And so, right. Well done. Congratulations on that.
Thank
Progress.
you.
That what's the acronym you used for the for the see, Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony, right?
Emmy nominated or EGOT?
What's because I saw on your post there was a acronym, and I was like, what is that? So is it Emmy, Oscar, Tony? What's the acronym you used
for all four?
Yeah, EGOT. There you go. I was like, that's brilliant. Yeah. That belongs to King Honey. Y'all don't steal it. Or did you? Or go ahead.
I didn't know. It's a thing. It's a thing. It's only like few people who have all four. I think like Whoopi Goldberg is one. I think Jennifer Hudson just became another.
Who else?
Oh.
So King Honey is going to be in there in the future. King Honey.
I received that. I hope so. I'm working on it.
And my question after that was, how do you do all of that? So thank you for being who you are, because now I'm like, okay, how do you do one? How I want to do that. How do you do that? I love that.
I think the biggest piece is I'm learning is just to plant those seeds. Like as a songwriter, as an artist, we write these songs and we put them out, and we can't dictate where they go or how people receive them. But I'm assuming the more we put out, the better chances we have of reaching these accomplishments or getting those accolades that come with, where your music can take you. So just putting everything out there.
One of my bucket list goals is to be the act or the band that plays in the background of a movie. So that would that would get the Grammy? No, the Oscar?
Is it Oscar for movies? I think it's Oscar for movies. Yeah.
So that would cover an Oscar. So now I have to learn. So okay. Checking off things to do.
Yeah, I gotta get you to Hollywood.
I don't know about that. I'm good right here. We got great studios like that Fisher place. So I was like, no.
I forgot you're in Austin. Yeah, you right where you need to be.
Yeah, I'm like, no, I don't want to go out there. Okay. Do you have pets? Do you have
No, I don't.
Okay.
I move around and travel a lot, so I didn't feel like I'd be a great pet mom.
And that's a smart thing to recognize, because it's a lot to carry a pet. Like I'm trying to figure out how to take my dog overseas, and they're like, you got to start with this. And I was like, man, it's a long process for
it's a baby.
It is a baby. And they're like, you can't put it in. I'm like, I'm not putting it underneath. Thank you. Nah. Right. Traumatizing my baby. What? What? Okay. I have to make my brain slow down so I can have actual conversations. Okay. Oh, here's a great one. What is one of your favorite smells?
Oh,
and make it clean, because this is public TV.
Noted. Favorite smells. So it's this candle that I love by this company called Smoke and Smudge. They're local to Arkansas, Black-owned brand, holistic home goods brand, and it's a sage. What is it? I actually have one here. Pineapple and sage candle, and they put them in these coconut bowls.
Ooh.
So sage and pineapple, and when you light it, it's a wooden wick, and so it kind of like crackles like a fireplace a little bit. But the sage and pineapple, it smells so good. I buy them like 3 or 4 at a time. Every time they see me at one of their events, they already know what I'm coming for.
Hey, there we go. plug. That's a plug.
Yeah.
That's a good sponsor for you. Okay,
Yeah.
keep track of time. Do you like to cook? Are you a cooking chef-ish person?
I'm not a chef. I enjoy cooking when I have the time to. I think it's best when I'm not hungry because then I just get frustrated. But when I have
Yes.
like a day and I can take my time and just like chop up the things and cook and share it, I enjoy it. But typically, no.
D- During the holidays in the past, Thanksgiving was that time when my dad would be like, okay, I need you to chop this, this, and this, and this, and this. It'd be like 5 hours worth of chopping stuff. So
See,
I learned how to chop a little bit quicker, but it's rewarding when you get to cook for yourself and others, I think. But
yeah,
I'm not a chefy person. I'm simple. I'm like chicken, 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 yes, chicken. Yes, we're having chicken.
okay, or shrimp. That's easy and quick. I
Or
didn't like cooking because my mom made it a chore for us. She was
oh,
like, everyone had to cook at least once a week. And so I think that kind of tarnished it for me. But once I
oh,
got older, I appreciated knowing how.
we had
So
that. My
shout out
dad
to
did that. That's military. What did you cook when you did cook? If it was on your cook day?
um, I may do like chicken, like a chicken breast, bake it, and then veggies like corn. I like corn a lot, or broccoli. Nothing too difficult, but delicious feeling.
Staple food, easy to eat.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, favorite 3 apps that are on your phone?
Ooh, Visco is a photo editing app.
DISCO, disco?
Visco, VSCO.
Okay.
So I use that a lot. Visco, Cash App. I
Okay.
love
Oh,
Cash App.
for many reasons.
Yes, for obvious reasons. So Visco, Cash App, and Audible. I'm enjoying Audible. Being able to listen to those books on the go.
Is the link you sent me earlier, that's what that is for? Cash App, right? Or is it
I think
Venmo?
I sent Venmo, but I
Okay, cool.
can,
Perfect.
yeah.
Whichever you'd like, friend. I just like sharing information. So on as to that, let's
Thank you.
bring okay, we're gonna share the video to the screen. We're gonna put us I have to do all of these things. Okay. Tell us about this video, please.
So this video, the show that I was playing with Daz and Bree, which is my other band, and this is usually the song we like close the show out on, and we kind of all just go nuts. And so this was my time to go nuts on the guitar there in the green shorts.
Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna bring it like that and make it go like this. Go over here, play. She said, yes. Very, very Jimmy-ish in that lick there. So
Super inspirational for sure.
my other question for you on that stage, the scariest stage you've ever played on just because of the environment on the stage. What was it that was scary?
Ooh,
Mm-hmm.
so we play this festival called Hot Water Hills. I think
All
it's in
right.
Hot Springs, Arkansas. And the stage is like it's wide. It's a long stage, but it's not wide. So I also play drums sometimes, like switch around.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I sat down for drums, the drum seat was like right on the edge of the stage. And so the whole time I'm playing, I'm like, one wrong move, and I'm like a turtle on its back, like off this stage. And so it made it kind of hard to like really enjoy the show, but I'm just like, I can't move an inch. So that was like, that's the scariest one. We played it like 2 or 3 times, so I always think about it like I gotta be perfectly postured.
And people, when they see us playing live, they don't realize sometimes we're in positions like that where you're getting the fear of death performance.
Because the stage kind of high. It's kind of high
up. 13 times I was electrocuted by a microphone because I was performing out loud outside downtown in Dallas during a music festival, and for some reason it wasn't grounded, and I was like, by the 13th shock, I was like, all right, I'm gonna die if you don't fix whatever is happening. I can't touch the microphone, it keeps going zzz, 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 and I'm like, okay, maybe it's just me. So you scooch across the carpet sometime,
like
you get
that.
Yeah, I was like, we through, Lord. Y'all need to fix this. I don't want to die from
13
electricity.
times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have to stop.
I was like,
stop.
It's like, okay, maybe it's just me. Maybe I built up some static electricity or something. But I was like, okay, this is enough.
What it is.
I am super fly. Okay. Blah. Do you like technology, or is technology complicated for you?
I appreciate technology. I don't think it's complicated. I think that it has possibly oversaturated a lot of beautiful things, but I don't think it's overcomplicated.
Perfect. I ask because I'm a nerd. Hence this show, and everybody has different skill levels, so I always ask. Have you done virtual performing yet?
Yes. So like right at the start of pandemic, we did a couple of shows, fundraisers and things for our band and some other like organizations or nonprofits. And we didn't do a ton. I always felt weird like singing to a phone or an empty audience. But I realized, that was the way we had to do things. So done quite a bit actually. And then I also play like engineer for a friend of mine who's also an artist. Her name's Bijou. So she did like a weekly show, and I engineered her show for her. So really dove into more tech stuff that way too. Like running the cameras from different angles and different platforms simultaneously and running sound. So all of that.
So you learned a lot. You did that person have their own sound?
Yeah. She had all her own gear and set up. So I would just come and
push
make
all the
sure
buttons.
It was running while she sang. Yeah.
I need one of those.
I can come to Austin.
Like, please push the button, please. Because I now have a whole nother section of my house that is now another studio. So I'm like, okay, I can have guests now.
Listen, say the word. I will come back to Austin. I enjoy Austin a lot.
Austin is quite an amazing place to be in. It's exactly what it is. Austin is weird, but it is real. It's real. So Arkansas, right?
Arkansas. Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. Have I been to Arkansas?
Did you come visit?
Absolutely. Are you farmland? What did you?
No.
Well, tell me.
That's common. That's common. People think Arkansas is just all like farmland and tumbleweeds, and it's not. It's a civilized state in most places, most parts. Some of it is farmland. We're coined as the natural state. It's a beautiful place, actually, from the northern part, mountains and such, to the central part, which is where I reside, Central Arkansas. Currently, an awesome progressive region here. So
Beautiful. I will definitely have to visit
you gotta pull up.
pull up. I'll have to pull up. I had so many questions just flash by. Do you how long have you taught? Do you teach guitar? Are you gosh. Let me fix one question in my head. And who inspires you to do better? There we go.
Who inspires me to do better? Ooh, I think it depends on the day. Currently, it's my niece and my mom.
Oh,
So I think like for my mom, I feel like I owe her things so much, rightfully so. And I
no.
want her to experience, the things you want your mom to experience typically from your like success and putting up with. Like I had drums in her house for a while. Like that alone, it's like I'm sorry, but thank you. And then my niece, just wanting to create this world or experience for her to experience life differently or kind of bypass some of the things that I had to endure or learn the hard way and hurdles. So those two people right now for me are like key
Those are good
inspirations.
blessings. Those are excellent blessings to have. The the
Indeed.
the youngest person I met during the Thanksgiving holiday was whatever, kneecap high. And he had no fear. Nothing. I was
Oh,
like, all right, I need that, dude. I need that kind of fear
right?
and that kind of attitude. I was like, all right, no fear whatsoever of anything. I was like, that's a wall, bro.
Yeah. And
They're
like,
like,
I don't care about that.
okay.
Edge of the couch. I don't care about
Yeah,
that.
just chill. I was like, all right, that's the ground you're gonna hit soon, but okay. Beautiful, beautiful energy. So yeah. Uh, what? I don't know if okay. What stereotype do you completely live up to?
Mm, I think I'm fully embracing the whole like free spirit. I used to hate it because I feel like it has such a negative connotation, but there's nothing shameful or wrong with being free, especially I think for Black people. Like I think we deserve that a lot. And so I think I'm fully embracing and living up to the free spirit and like encouraging other people to find whatever liberates you or makes you feel liberated and finding safe spaces that you can fully be yourself and not feel shameful or anything, anything but great fuzzy feelings because we have enough of all the crazy stuff anyway.
Unapologetically, authentically myself.
Yeah,
That right there is such a
that's the one.
difficult thing to do, but it's real. It's so
Yeah,
real. Yes, that is beautifully said. Thank you for sharing that.
thank you.
Makes you want to fight people. It's like I just gotta be me.
Cause you like, how hard I worked to get here. Like I'm not letting nobody take that from me.
My father's favorite thing to say to me is, "Whatever you're doing, are you getting paid?" That's all it is. It don't
I love
matter.
it.
Are you getting paid? I'm like, yes, yes, daddy.
That's gonna be my mantra for 2023.
And it's
Am I getting
real.
paid?
Are you getting paid? In some form or fashion, yes. Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Right.
Everything I do. Because what's the point? My mother and father told me you could be anything you want to be. And then I went, I'm a musician. Ta-da! I'm a lesbian. Ta-da! I'm a single parent. Ta-da! And they're like, okay, we keep
They
on.
like those are your choices.
We got you. Love you anyway. Keep it moving. Love you. Like, all right, cool. And
I love that.
I understand lots of people don't have that. So I try to share
Hmm.
what I was blessed with people like yourself and to our public, to our audience. So thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
participating in my show. And I'm extremely animated. So I look forward to when one of them television shows comes apart and says how you put I'll be yes.
Right.
I might not be able to speak well, but my face is gonna show you all the glory. No.
That's all they need. You can do as many takes as you need on TV.
That's what it's for. You get the same thing live. Okay. What are 3 words that best describe you?
Ooh. Liberated. Inquisitive. And why is it so difficult? Decisive.
Good. Those are immediate boundaries. That's wonderful. Lots of people don't know their boundaries. If you don't know, you can't find. Well done.
Thank you. It's all therapy work, people. Been in therapy a long time.
And therapy's a good thing. It's not bad. Black folks are taught not to do therapy. We're taught to struggle the fuck.
Nah, we need that.
Nah, but get all the therapy you can get. Take it. Get some of them demons out your head.
Right.
In the real. If I didn't do music, I would be a cuckoo person. The music won't shut up. It doesn't turn down in my person, in my being. I was like, wait, what do you want me to do? It's singing.
Right.
Loudly. Didn't. These I have like over 100 questions, so they're random.
I'm interested to know one of these questions where you're like,
Okay, that's public. Okay, that's that in public. How long do you think you would have survived in the prehistoric times?
Prehistoric times?
Yeah.
Like with
exactly
dinosaurs
that.
and stuff?
Yes.
My initial answer was gonna be not long, just because like I would have been eaten pretty soon. But I would like to but my second answer, I would like to think that, like that this good energy would transcend to dinosaurs. And so maybe I'm like the Dr. Dolittle of dinosaurs.
Oh.
Ta-da. Possibly. And could be the person to write about and leave these like notes and
cave walls
about what that
you can survive.
Hieroglyphics and such about my dinosaur friends. So
thank you. I love it.
If
Thank
they
you
didn't
for playing.
eat me, I was
You're like, I was tasty, gave you some.
Right.
Okay, here's another strange one, because it's fun. If you could learn only one magic spell, but it could only do something mundane and boring, what would the spell do? Mundane and boring.
Magic spell.
What's the point in doing a spell?
Mundane and boring.
That's a great question. That's a great question. My brain's going, everything I would do would be for efficiency.
Right. And I'm like, in my head, I picture just like this thing that catches like babies or old people from falling. Like, I don't think that's exciting, but it's a cool thing.
That's very exciting because either one of those gets hurt easily. So
yeah. So that would be my thing. It's just like this invisible set of hands that catches babies and old people from
just
falling.
randomly catches you out of the air.
Yeah. You just like stop. All right. And then prop back up.
I like it. I like it. That's the first time I've ever asked anybody that. So, okay, here's another here's another video. Let me cue it up. Okay. Add to the stream. Oh, it just took over the whole stream. We want to be in this conversation. Thank you. All right. So, you want to
yeah.
Preface. Tell us about this
video. This video is a promotional video for Liberate, which was my first solo debut single. It's available on all streaming platforms right now. So wherever you listen to your music, legally. Liberate by King Honey. This explains why it was the first single that I decided to put out from my upcoming EP.
Excellent. Okay, here we go. We're gonna take us away. We're going to click on the button.
I chose Liberate as my debut
Where's
single
the thing?
because
Wait.
I feel like it.
Wait a minute. That's me. Maybe. We're gonna try it again. I'm showing the wrong screen. Just a minute, y'all. Give me a second. Where did it go? Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, this is why I need a technical support person so I can go, could you click the right screen, please? No. Go back out. And where you tell us where you're playing next while I hunt for this.
Sure.
Or events that you have coming up.
I plan to do a release show. I haven't announced this yet, but I'm planning to do a release show end of January, possibly in Arkansas, and then I'm planning to tour in March. So prefer to kick off tour with South by in Austin, actually. So hopefully Austin soon.
I'm proud of you, sister, for doing all the things and continuing.
Thank
Okay,
you.
that's not the right one. You're fighting me. Oh, why is it fighting me? Because it's technology and I'm touching it. Rise and Shine, King Honey Liberate promo, right? Which one?
Yes. The Liberate promo.
Okay, so we're
yes.
Open and pause. There we go. Just takes off running on me, silly video. Click. Okay, here we go. And we're going to add it to the screen. Perfect. Click.
Liberate as my debut single because I feel like it embodies all the things that I stand for. It embodies my journey thus far, the feeling of freedom and wanting my freedom to be so infectious that other people have no choice but to experience that as well, or at least even in that moment for the duration of the song, that they take a hold of that grungy vibe, the guitar riffs in there, the drums that are so sporadic, just go crazy, feel liberated, even if just for that moment.
Fat. Love it. The logo, did you create that or was that?
No. It was created by a phenomenal artist that I cannot think of their name right now.
That's all right. It'll
But
come to
an
you.
amazing woman here in Arkansas created the King Honey logo for me.
It's quite vivid. I was like, where's the bee?
And I was very intentional. I was like, I don't want any bees because I think Beyonce, the Beehive have completely championed that lane. So I didn't even want to touch that at all.
And Badu. Have you seen Badu's stuff?
Oh yeah. See, it's enough. It's enough bees out here.
All the queens. I'm looking forward to hearing more of your work, sister. It's don't get scared, people. It's a rise of us coming. There's a lot of us coming up through the system. Have you seen all the country Black folks that are coming up?
Yes. Ooh, like, I love it.
What's that? Come on now. Come true.
Right. And we've been here though. That's the thing. We've been here. We're just seeping through now. We're getting past those barriers that once were like super airtight.
Mm-hmm.
But it's time. It's time now.
Social media I think is the reason why that's happening, because everybody's got a phone. You got almost all of us have phones. You gave us all tools to go, hello, I am here. Right. So in my opinion right now, there's no reason for you not to be successful in whatever genre field that you're trying to go through into, whatever level it's on. You can. Yes, you can. Yes, you absolutely can. Okay.
Karina Labrada. That's the artist who did my logo for me.
There you go.
Karina Labrada. I need to tuck that away.
Put that as a hashtag on your social media, blah blah blahs.
Yes.
So your new EP, how many songs will you have on it?
Whew, okay, so I'm planning for 8 songs, but you know how that goes. They're not finished. I've taken off December to finish the EP. That way, January and going forward, I can go full throttle performance and tour mode. I'm looking at 8 songs. I have about 16 that I'm gonna finish, and then take the most cohesive 8 and put those out on the EP that's currently titled "Hello, Honey."
I love the theme. Okay, who you talking to? What?
You think that's gonna be a problem?
Not a problem. They gonna have to be an established understanding. Hello, this is my work.
Right.
This is my life. This is my job.
Right.
You are a bonus, not a necessity. This is a necessity. Can't help it. This is necessity. I'm not who I am supposed to be without this.
Right.
This over here. It runs through.
You said one I can do without,
Mhm.
with and
Yes.
without. All right,
It's probably while I'm single. Sorry, that's why I'm single. I'm like, or so. On that subject, do you have hobbies outside of music?
Hobbies. Yes, I'm a photographer. So I dove into photography as a creative outlet. I was like, I need something that I'm not doing for work, but that's creative. And so I did that as a hobby for about a year, and then eventually, like, I did it. It became a profession. But I still don't do that nearly as much as music. So photography for sure.
Because nerd. Have you seen the new Meta glasses that you can take pictures with? Oh, they're light and like Ray-Bans. They are Ray-Bans. They're Ray-Bans, and you can click video film with your. I was like, oh. That's what I'm thinking. All future artists will be like, yes, click. Here's my view of the show.
Right. Oh, that sounds dope.
Yeah,
I gotta check them out.
I recently got into the Meta Oculus 2 because I since I'm a virtual performer, I've been asked to come and perform in it, and I'm like, how do you perform in there? So I'm learning. I'm trying to learn, and that was one of the. I haven't done it yet. I am on day 8 of having the device. Getting used to the device.
I've used it, but I definitely haven't performed. But that sounds cool. I saw a Travis Scott. Travis Scott? Is that his name? Yes, a Travis Scott concert on Oculus.
So you can watch lots of stuff in the Oculus, but there is a way to perform in it, as to do live in it. I'm learning.
That's a game changer.
Yeah. So I'm one of those people that have been playing virtually for a long time. Ready One Player. Did you see that movie? Or Ready Player One? Okay. So I'm an avatar in a game, and they pay me to play in the game. Same thing as Meta. Meta is the same concept, just more, because it's Facebook, blah blah blah. But it's still developing and learning. And I'm like, well, how you got live people in here doing stuff, but you have these things on your hands, these controllers. I'm like, that doesn't work for an instrumentalist.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, how do you do that? So I'm learning. When I figure that out, game changer.
Yeah.
Because live shows virtually through the Oculus.
That sounds dope. Now I gotta I gotta go get an Oculus now. Okay. All these gadgets. The
But check
Oculus,
out
the
the Ray
glasses.
Bans. Let's check out the bands, because if I would have known those were an option to get, I would have got those first.
Okay.
Because
Before the Oculus?
this thing is like, like, what the heck is this brick on my face? You know, virtual reality. Make it like Star Trek. Make it a room. What? Just we got all these green screens. What are you doing? I don't know. Anyway, that's my brain.
That's my brain.
That's my brain. I'm ready. Okay. What do you let's see? We already talked about food. Tell me. Ooh, what was your first music teacher like? What started you playing music? There we go.
Ooh, okay. So as a kid, like between 5, maybe younger, between like 4 and 7, my dad would take us to the UAPB, University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff homecoming games, and they would do the parade. And so the parade is usually led by the drum line.
Mm.
And so I just remember as a kid always being excited, like hearing the drums coming from up the street. So that like that's like my earliest memory of like music fascination. And then growing up in church, my cousins had a quartet. And so I would like sit in the garage when they rehearsed. So that like piqued my interest too, of like playing drums and just hearing harmonies and such. And so those two things really like sparked or were my foundation for my music interest. What was your question?
That was great. That was
Earlier?
perfect.
Okay.
I was like, what got you started
Like, am
in
I going
music?
off on a tangent here?
Nope, you are not.
Yeah,
That was
so
perfect.
that was it. Parade, marching band, UAPB marching band, parade, and my cousin's quartet. The Rogers brothers were their names.
Right on, right on. What brand of kit do you like? Like drum kit?
Ooh, I usually am a DW fan. They're pretty sturdy. They
'Cause they're
usually
boom,
have
boom.
nice. Yeah, I like kids with the punch. Like I don't like the little bobtail, the cute little small kid. Like no, I need you to feel that kick in your chest.
That's a church drummer. Church drummer right there.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta feel it in the back pew.
You need to go to a black church if you need to find out what that is. Y'all go.
Yeah, that
Yes,
kick in your chest.
any other instruments you want to learn how to play besides guitar and the drums?
Yes, I said I was gonna learn violin.
Okay,
So
yes.
I've been trying to work my way to that. I've been looking for some. Like I always start with pawn shops because I'm like, if I don't keep it up, I won't feel bad for buying a $100 one versus a $1,500 one. So.
I'm gonna bust your bubble. You could go on Amazon and look for it.
I can't go on Amazon.
Get the student version, because they don't.
The little baby one.
No, you can get a student instrument, and they're usually less expensive because they're for students. So me.
Oh.
Me.
Write that down.
Might as well.
Come on, give me all the nuggets here.
You got to ask the questions, and I tell you all you want to know.
I appreciate
it. Any place in particular you want to travel on your tour?
I already said Austin for sure. Love Austin. I want to go overseas. I haven't been overseas yet for shows or at all, honestly.
Got a passport?
So
got a
I got a passport, yes. So let's see. I'll say my top 3 places is Austin, London, and Tokyo.
Ooh, yes. Yes, Tokyo. All of those.
Yes.
Okay, here's a what does equity in booking look like for you?
Ooh. Equity in booking. That is a great question.
It's a sneaky question.
It is because I'm like, is that In regards to like booking
Everything,
agent or like
all the things. As a woman in the industry, as a woman of color in the industry,
mm-hmm.
what what things have you gone? That no, or okay, yes. For okay, so equity for me would be like more opportunities to play in all of the venues where you see all of the regular people who are not. I want to play in all
Mm-hmm.
of those places because why not? Uh,
Yes.
that's what that would be for me. The diversity would be to have more women on more shows, more live,
Yes.
more live. Uh, all these concerts you got because Beyonce is kicking people in the throat with going woman here we roar, we are here. Coachella took over all these other big old giant festivals that happen throughout the United States. They are male dominated, and it's like maybe
Yeah.
a female every once in a while on stage singing, maybe. So 10 acts, maybe there's one female. Let's change that.
Yeah. I
Bring
don't
that.
know why that's a thing. I agree. And I think a lot of those festivals, especially with like black or brown artists who play rock or country, you do usually see like only one
Mhm.
band and it'll be like 20 other bands that look the same and sound the same, but it's like that one novelty
Yeah,
black band or black frontman or whatever. So that is something I would like to see change and be a part of changing for those
that
major
means
festivals.
that will happen with people like us because we're like, we're here. I can play. Yes, I can. Sure
Right.
can. Sure
And you're gonna
can.
enjoy
You're gonna like
it.
it. You're gonna be like, well, how come I never heard? Because now you have.
Right.
So let's rock and roll. Let's go. Eh,
That's a great question though. That's a big issue. It's a big issue because I think of things like Vans Warp Tour.
Yep.
Like, come on.
All men. 90% all men.
Come on.
Uh, yeah. So the biggest women's festival that has ever happened was Lilith Fair. And Lilith Fair lasted what, like 8 years? And they said women couldn't
Where was
bring in the
that?
money. Lilith, Lilith, Lilith Fair. I want to say, what's that? Sheryl Crow and a whole slew of women. Erica Badu. I will send you a link. But that was the biggest women's
Please.
festival that ever happened that I'm aware of, and it was consecutive for a good 8 years. Uh, wow, so many women. I can't think of their names right now, but yeah, I think we should have that again. That's just me. Okay, so we got like a minute, and it's gonna pull us out, but please stay so we
Okay.
can talk real quick. And thank
Okay.
y'all so much for being here. Here is the King Honey was in the
Thank
house.
you.
What? Play the music. Play the thing. Do the thing. That's right. Thank you, King Honey. Look forward to seeing you
Thank
out
you for
in
having
the
me.
world. You beautiful being and wonderfully talented artist. Here we go. King. My name's Sonia Javette. Thanks so much for being here. See you next week. We're gonna close it out. Kabanga, banga, banga, banga. You know how I am, y'all. Here we go. Bye bye.